All right, so this is the first recording of the Texican Podcast. If you're listening to this, it's probably because you can't sleep. Your boss told you to finish something and you didn't finish it, and now you're regretting it, and now you're regretting your life decisions, and now you're regretting listening to this. To my right, I'm going to present first off my long friend, Caden. Introduce yourself. This is a first take. It's good. Everybody get the giggles out, get the nerves out. It's gonna be fine.
What do you want me to say? Who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Who are you? What do you do?
What do you do? Why are you living?
Name is Caden, and I'm a service tech for Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, baby. Building America. No, it's not Building America anymore. Never mind. Next to me, Cameron.
Like you said, long lost friend. Not really lost, but long friend of Jacob for a minute. But yeah, my name's Cameron, and I'm a service technician for Dodge.
And to my left, the man behind the controls, the man that controls everything, just like Jesus Christ, David.
Yes, my name is David. I'm a realtor, and I'm setting up the podcast, helping out, and yeah.
So basically, this podcast is just for...
Who's the last member?
You.
Oh! I was like, oh, there's another guest.
Yeah. Special appearance.
I am Jacob. I am the former founder and not co-owner. How do you say it? God damn it. I am the founder of this goddamn thing. I am a diesel technician, mechanic, crayon eater, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to mention the company. They don't sponsor me. I've been doing it for 5 years. I regret it sometimes when I wake up, but it's okay. It's all gonna be fine one day, right? Basically, this podcast is just for. Don't take anything that we say serious. Don't take our opinions serious. Don't take nothing out of context. This is just for fun. If we have one viewer, that's fine. If we have 10, that's fine. This is just for something for fun. But let's get started, I guess.
So you have topics? You're the only person that wrote topics?
So nobody wrote topips?
No, I have three.
Okay. I want your opinion. This is something I saw on Instagram, and I don't agree with it. But somebody said, hurt a man and he won't be in another relationship for years. But a woman would be in love in 3 months later. Well, in three months later, she would be in love. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first with it. Sounds like the person who wrote that has been hurt. You know what I mean? That's what that sounds. I don't think that's true. I think it's just based off of experience and what happened. I don't know. That just seems a little
too extreme.
Too extreme. Too what's it called? Like fitting everybody in one spot.
Right. Well, I think what matters is what age group you're in and
maturity level.
Yeah, maturity level. Because I mean, if you ask somebody, if you meet someone who's 30, I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe they're already in a position where they're like, hey, this is no time for fucking games. This is time for getting married, having kids, and whatnot. So obviously they will try to be fast and find somebody else. Mm-hmm. You know, when someone is our age, I mean, they got all the time in the world, and I mean, they can get up one day and 3 months later say, "Oh, I love somebody else."
Person, I mean, they can be jobless and they have nothing else to do, so you have more opportunities to do that.
But it also depends how it ended. If it ended ugly, then some
it's
people
a little bit more understanding.
I never understood that. People end things really ugly. But since it ended ugly, they stick on that person for a long time. It's like, why?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if it ends good, then like you typically never hear from that person again.
Yeah.
But if it's like really bad, then they end up.
Yeah, they just What do you
think it's more guilt.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what he was saying. It's just one of those things. I think whoever wrote it was kind of in their feelings, and I don't think that's true. You know, I don't believe that. You know, a man can, take forever to get over something, relationship-wise, and then it takes a woman, not as long. I really don't believe in that. No. Not that everybody's like that, but I just don't think that's actually, really
I have to say that there's truth to it because society now, okay, versus like the 80s and 90s, okay, but 2023 now, it's more popular for a female to move on because of just the cover of heartache. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Versus man, they tend to just kind of
Hold on.
themselves, or go to the gym, or go to work. And, figure out
Well,
shit.
Well, I mean, like you said, it depends on the maturity because.
No, yeah, so age may not have anything to do with this maturity level.
Well, and I was gonna say, in that statement it says love, and love is a lot different than just moving
Liking
on past someone or liking someone. I feel like that everybody is different, and each man's gonna cope with something differently, whether it be a breakup or something else that's going on in life. Same as a woman, I feel like that. You can't just say women do this versus man. I mean, everybody's there might be men that get broken up with, and then they go to the bar the next day and find another woman, just same as a woman would do.
Yeah. But I think people just or overly use the word "I love you." I feel like people don't know really.
Meaning behind that.
Yeah, because I mean, I've met people where they're like, "Oh yeah, I love my girlfriend, but I hate this about her." Like I don't.
It's all.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. Like you take her completely how she is. You fucking if you love her, you love her. You don't, you don't.
Yeah, it's all in one.
Yeah, there's no adjusting to love. It is what it is.
Yeah.
True that. One thing that I just thought of that I saw is that Louisiana is making people confirm their age to go onto Pornhub.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You have to confirm your age.
You have to put
take a photo.
How to do that?
Yeah, you your ID.
You have to take a photo.
Yeah.
To enter.
So that
Pornhub.
makes, I guess, in the porn industry more, like strippers too, they have fake names, and the same as probably any other adults.
No, but like they go based off your ID number.
Right, but I'm saying, those people that work for Pornhub or whatever porn industry, if they're confirming these ages, they know your real name now. And not that that's a big deal. That's a lawsuit between them if that ever gets out. But
I believe that
keeps
like you're 18. If it is there, you're 18. Or you're getting denied or whatever.
Right.
But even then, it's like, I don't even think people use it that much. Like, you got Twitter, you got, other websites.
Well, that's a good point. That also something I want to bring up. That in Gen Z, drugs, drinking, smoking, and sex has declined a major.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't.
You think it would increase?
I don't know.
So if it's
that's
fact,
the thing. Okay.
It's like the 80s,
It increases online. You see it everywhere online. You can't. You
couldn't do that
escape
back
it.
in the 80s. And 90s
Yeah,
and shit.
and I feel like people are getting comfortable with just seeing that and not living it, not feeling it, not doing any of it.
Who's Gen Z? Like what age?
Isn't Gen Z like what?
I assume that's our generation.
I thought it was like 2002 and up, or
I mean, yeah.
look that up real quick.
I mean, you got
Quick word from our sponsors.
The 80s, I know a lot of people don't listen to rock and metal, but there's a band, Motley Crue,
Oh yeah.
These guys were fucking on crack, fucking shooting heroin and shit like that, heroin and all that shit.
that shit was cool back then.
That was like, people in the college were like, fuck yeah, man, jamming on this shit.
Okay, Gen Z was 1997 to 2012.
Oh shit, so that's us.
So that is us.
That is us. Damn.
I mean, I think also it's just like the access to it because of like, just it's on your phone, you're kind of over it. And people in that age, they had to meet somebody and get them to, do stuff like that.
Well, I mean, in San Francisco, there's this facility that you just walk up to them and they'll give you a kit: clean needles, clean rubber bands, clean spoons, clean lighters, and clean pipes for to do crack, heroin, whatever you name it. And my thing is you're not gonna solve anything just giving people back what they need to do the drugs clean. You're keeping them.
And again, this is
clean, that's about it.
This is about to get to where Jacob was saying, don't take anything we say seriously, because I was about to say,
What?
You said San Francisco, California. I'm already kind of thinking.
This is the Texican Podcast with freaking Californians.
Well, you said San Francisco, so I'm just saying, not the brightest and people out there is what I would say. And again, don't take me serious if you're from California, but that's the way I see stuff like that.
I mean, so far, the people that have been from California that move over here, they're okay. They're not. How do I say it? They're not
fit in.
Well, because I've read that people. This is all fucking Facebook, so you can't, but that these people that are coming in, they're taking, because Texas is cheaper to live in, especially with what California's doing.
Oh yeah.
But they're taking advantage of that, and what's going to happen with that is going to cause our cost of living to go up.
To go up like California.
Right.
And it has. I mean, and actually, I heard this a long time ago, and this has been happening for the last couple years, especially since COVID hit and the prices of everything's been up. But I heard that eventually, if it gets so bad, that they're going to make it to where you can't move from California without, probably a proof of, job movement or something. You moving jobs because of a specific reason, or you don't have a choice.
Well, I mean,
they're going to, cut
I was reading something that kind of like, I guess, bothered me, but it was kind of true. Like, people are saying like, oh, we shouldn't be mad because back then, California was basically, I guess you could say, Texas. Everybody wanted to go to California. Right. Everybody wanted to go to Hollywood. Everybody wanted to go to LA.
I mean, even still, you still have that. You know what I mean? I
think it's California. You know what I'm saying?
Like New York, like same shit, and they're like stacked on top.
Yeah,
of each other.
New York, and now it's the opposite. Now everybody wants to get the fuck away from there.
Yeah.
Okay, but then that's how Texas is becoming. Like you said, that's what happens in California, and people are moving out. Let's say, like you said, in the '80s or whatever. Yeah. 30 years, 40 years. Texas will be like that too.
Yeah.
So then everybody's want to get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what because I've even seen videos of like people moving to like Montana. I'm like, yo, that is a big change because Montana they get to like negative 30.
Yeah, bunch of mountains.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Go to Montana?
Yeah, I went to Michigan for like a trip, and it's just there's nothing out there.
What, Michigan?
Like, yeah, Michigan. Well, it was like it was dead middle Michigan. It wasn't
Chicago,
right?
Oh wait, what the fuck? Chicago's in Illinois.
I went to I landed in Detroit and drove like an hour or so into Michigan, and it's just nothing out there.
Only thing I know out there is GM because they're from Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit is another shit city. We were just talking about how shitty others think.
Yeah, you look at the pictures, man. It's fine.
This is a true Texican.
This is a true Texican podcast. Texas is beautiful. Texas is beautiful. There's nothing wrong about Texas. And if you think anything's wrong about Texas, go check yourself. And don't get into politics. Don't tell me the politics in Texas aren't right. I don't give a damn. We're not talking about that.
I mean, but even then, like with that drug stuff, like places in Portugal, like since I was in like high school, I would hear that they do that, like they hand out the needles and stuff, and so that it's not an issue.
No.
It's like
LA is they have a fucking big homeless issue.
Cis Road or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. We're from Texas.
Yeah, we're from Texas. Who cares?
City Road.
Citro?
Something like that.
Oh, okay. That's where that one like supposedly like most haunted hotel or something like that. Just like a shitty ass hotel.
I don't know.
No, you never seen it? You never seen it of the girl who they found dead in a water tank?
No.
No? Damn, I'm on my own here.
Yeah, Skid Row. It's Skid Row.
Skid? No.
It's Skid Row. It is Skid Row. Yeah. But yeah, drugs aren't. I don't know.
What about the drinking? I feel like I see a lot of drinking. Well, I mean, those people I hang out with, but
fucking in high school, people were drinking.
Yeah, in high school, that shit was a fucking.
But yeah, I feel like in the '90s, this has been going on for.
That's always. This
has been going on.
But I feel like people do it.
It's just because media.
I think you see it more.
Displace it more.
Yeah, I think you can see it more, and it's just like. Whatever.
I feel like people do it more. They drink more in a crowd than they do back then. How they used to just do it alone.
I agree.
I personally don't anybody that just like, oh yeah, man. Like my age, I just be like, oh yeah, man. I go home and have myself a fucking glass.
Yeah. And I can't speak for everybody, but myself, I mean, I don't drink unless I'm with you guys or a group of friends. I just don't come home and crack a beer.
Yeah.
And I know people.
I used to be like that, and I was working in a 110 degree shop. You
got AC in your shop?
No, I've never.
Then how the hell?
One AC shop.
You work in
Ennis.
You work in an AC shop?
AC heat.
When I worked in Ennis, it was
no wonder you work so fast.
No AC, we barely had heat in it, and it was 110 degrees in the shop, like blowing the air at 110 degrees, and you come home, you're thirsty, man. I mean, like you're like laying over a
water.
You can drink all the water you fucking want, but you're still gonna want to come home and have beer.
Something that quenches your thirst.
Yeah,
that's not gonna quench it. That's gonna freaking dehydrate you more.
I mean, about 4 in, I was fine.
Can't tell the difference.
Can't tell the difference about
taking a shower and moving on. Well, speaking of drinking, what is your opinion on drinking at 21 but serving military at 18?
Whoa.
I mean, if you get drafted, you drink. Like, it is what it is, Like,
I think
you go to a bar and they're like, oh, well, you need to be 21. And it's like, well, I serve this fucking country,
Well, I think people put it in different aspects.
I think
Like, that's not how you put it in.
I think that should be tested. Is that a fact that they won't serve you?
Well, I don't know because there's countries where you can drink it like.
You can drink an 18.
Yeah, no, but isn't it like Italy? You could be like 16 or 15.
Probably.
Like that?
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like for sure in the U.S. that you can't. Like,
No.
yeah, you could go up and like
you cannot.
You have to be
Well, in
21.
the state of Texas, if your parents buy you your drink, you're allowed to drink it.
Yeah.
As long as you're a congregant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
But you can't yourself ask for one.
I mean, but yeah, like in other states and countries, they're like, in other countries, they're like, you could drink earlier so you don't go crazy once you're able to, because you're with your family and stuff like that.
True. True.
And I think that's what happens. Like you get a hold of it, or like it's forbidden, so you go crazy with it.
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, you could get a glass of wine or whatever the fuck, with your family.
I don't know. I mean,
Because I think people go crazy with it.
because I at the same time I think it is better to just start drinking. Well, no, it's not.
Nothing better about it. But, you know.
No, but I'm saying to like get
Forbidden, not so.
but like
tainted
yeah,
type of thing.
but like get it out of your system. So whenever you're 21 and up, you
Because
can like.
let's be real, what 21-year-old waits till the day they turn 21 to go walk in the liquor store and go get their first
There's
sip of
a few,
alcohol?
dude. There's a few.
well, yeah, there's people, but there's people that
Christians.
also never drink.
Few
that.
Christians.
The way I put it is, and I feel like there's no way to ever fix this, and there may be, but I don't think so. Tobacco products, alcohol, it's all based on now it's 21.
Yeah, I don't understand
So why is it?
It's stupid.
Because I know
Because
21,
tobacco and nicotine used to be 18.
well, right.
And they bumped it up to 24.
But why
why?
is, you get people, right, but I know 25-year-olds that are just as immature as a 15-year-old.
Oh, dude,
You're
yeah.
right.
So it's all about maturity. I think,
Yeah.
especially alcohol, you drinking and
Yeah.
driving, that's not good. It doesn't matter if you're 21, 40, 50.
Shouldn't
that's
be
still
doing
illegal
it,
and it's
yeah.
still wrong.
Yeah.
So my thing is why, that's the whole point. Like, I don't think it should be based off the age, but how are you ever going to prove
Like,
someone's
why
mature
21?
enough they're
You
able to
can't-
drink
you
now?
can't prove,
Right.
yeah.
So I think they put that as like a set age.
Well, because I mean,
that's abnormal.
supposedly, scientifically, by 25, your brain is fully developed. But that's even worse. You're extending it even more.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I just feel like it's a.
I've
it's
heard
a-
if you drink in your 20s and you were to stop drinking, you can recover.
The damage you've done.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of damage.
You still got a little bit more years in your 20s. So you're good.
I'm about to turn 23, dog. I'm getting old. Old Yeller. I got to put Old Yeller
Turned 20,
down.
I turned 20 in March.
Yeah, you do. You young buck.
Weird as shit.
It is weird. Though sometimes I
Just
keep
turned
forgetting
18, I
that.
felt like.
Sometimes I keep forgetting that. Because when I met you,
You
you were
feel
really
what?
mature.
What?
You say you feel like you're 13?
No,
No.
it's weird now, because I was just 18. Yeah.
Oh, crap. When I met you, you were just 16. And I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I just started driving.
I just got off my shift.
Well, yeah, literally. Because you graduated at 16, right?
Yeah, I finished class 16
Yeah.
and walked stage at 17.
How the hell did your parents let you?
Huh?
I said, why did your parents let you?
Well, I started working in dealership. I had intentions to go to UTI, and they were going to accept me at 17.
Yeah.
And then I backed out of that, and it was kind of like, well, went to a dealership.
No, but you just told your parents, like, hey, I want to.
Yeah, they had nothing against it. They were more agreeants to it. I mean, Forney,
No.
where we went to school to, it was getting real bad, shootings and shit like that. So it was like, I needed to get out of there. You know? I mean, you go to school and learn, but a lot of that was taken away. It's like you're more fucking off in the classroom than anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at that point, when you get a little through middle school, you get to a point where it's like, I know everything I need to know. All this extra shit, you're just informing me with
The
extra shit I don't need.
Division.
Right,
Who cares?
We're doing advanced math. It's like, I'm not going to use
We're
it.
doing math with letters
so,
now?
yeah.
I don't think so.
That brings me to a topic I was actually going to talk about is, and I learned this in high school, and I've actually heard teachers say this to me, and I kind of agree on it. It may or may not be true, but most of the jobs, and we're all in a trade of some sort, and we hustle for our work and money. Now, my thing is, in school, like he said, you're learning pre-calculus, trigonometry, you're doing all this stupid shit that you'll never
Never in my life used it.
Never. 99% of people never use. So why are you in school till you're 17, 18?
Yeah.
My thing is, I feel like, and a teacher had said this to me, and it kind of opened my mind up, and it was just because they want you to stay out of trouble until you're an adult.
No, I agree with you.
It's
That's
almost
what I
like
was
they want you to
saying.
keep you in school, keep you off the streets, and I get it because you're still not fully mature. Like I was saying, there's people that aren't mature until they're 25.
I think it's just buys time. Yeah.
So it's almost like they're trying to keep you off the streets,
Not
following
from,
someone's
yeah.
bad habit, until you really are an adult or close enough to. So I feel like that's what I kind of got from that.
I
Bad
think
to the bone.
I think they just don't have a good system. Like, they have a system, and they're like, if we change it, it's gonna take forever, and there's gonna be like a big gap year.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take that. But the system's not fucking. It's not great. Like the school system.
No,
like
not
like
at all.
like that could be true, but then that should be filled in with other shit, like you know, classes of paying taxes, just to introduce shit like that.
Yeah, like
you
why
how-
aren't we talking about like financial, like taxes and
Yeah.
mortgages? Why aren't we talking about that in school? That's something.
But
like,
I'm
you need to
learning
be
Texas.
informed
I'm learning Texas history.
about. They make you go pay like.
I'm learning about fucking Santa Ana. Like,
Yeah,
like,
they're making you
forget
go
the
pay.
Alamo.
Well, I don't even know how much college is, but
Yeah.
X amount of money to go learn this shit. It's like, why don't you like put that in high school and actually be useful information?
They don't want us to.
And no, they want us to use our money to learn that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and there is schools that offer that stuff because
It's a hustle.
They got. They
Private
got.
schools.
I don't know what the class is called, but they got, and mostly women take this because it's almost like a woman's kind of based
What's the
thing.
class called?
For housekeeping and stuff like that. I can't remember what it's called, but
Yeah.
they teach you like just natural, just stuff
It's like
you
an
naturally
etiquette-
do
it's
as
like
an
an
adult,
etiquette
not
class. It's like-
necessarily
yeah,
women, but
It's like an etiquette class. I
men's
forgot
don't
what it's
actually just go in there. They want to go into like a auto tech class or
Yeah.
electrical welding, something like that. But I know school districts that do that.
Learn how to weld.
But ours are
burgers.
not. Right. So
That's like the most, like, if you were to take a class and to go do a trade, well,
Yo, but I know guys that have like the title of diesel technician and they're the roofers. They never went to the field.
I mean, I think one of the best classes you can take in high school if you want to go to trade is welding. Hands down, it's welding.
I don't know, man.
As far as trade, because some schools they don't have
scared of
automotive.
I'm scared of fire.
But I mean, welding can make you a lot of damn money.
Can, but have you met someone who's like really old and used to be a welder? Yeah, shitty
Technicians
lungs.
the same thing. They'll look at their hands.
They
and
talk
look at
like
their
that one
fucking
guy from
arms.
goddamn, what's that movie by Adam Sandler? The football one, not The Longest Yard.
I can't.
That guy's like,
You're talking about
Forgot his name.
Waterboy.
Waterboy. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's how they sound like. Or they're either blind as shit and they can't
Yeah,
see
no,
that damn
because
thing.
You're supposed to be wearing a fucking mask.
Yeah,
and
but
you're
nobody
like,
does. You're supposed to be wearing a mask and you're supposed to be wearing what do you call it? Like to breathe, so you won't breathe in dust and shit.
I don't even know
Yeah,
how that works.
exactly. Abyssus, who
I'll be
cares?
like working under cars with like dirt like packed in for like 5 years ago, and like just dirt falling in my eyes. You know, it'll catch up to me one day.
It will. I hate guys that don't wear gloves while they work, man.
So
Call me.
I'm
me whatever
against
you
that,
want.
and then I'm not against it because I will wear gloves, but because my dad's in the trade. If you look at his hands, if you look at his hands, you know they're very like they're beat up. But I've seen lots of guys with like scars over their hands, like they went to fucking war.
I've seen fucking guys who have like fucking fungus on their nails.
Oh, that's
like,
lack of hygiene.
I don't
Not
know.
working.
Is it?
Like
I
this,
think
this,
so.
this is a 95 Ranger right here.
What?
A 95 Ranger hit me right here.
yeah,
This is this car.
Oh, I work with a bunch of older people, and one of them he uses gloves, and he's that type of guy. And there's one of them that he don't even know what gloves are. He's fucking transmission fluid, rear diff
That's
fluid.
gross.
Fucking washes his hands once before lunch and never again for the rest of the
That
day.
is
type of
just-
guy.
Sometimes
And his hands are just
sometimes I
smoked,
work
dude.
on cars like that, man. It's just like
I'm scared. I'm scared that my hands will get all cracked. And then I try to fucking squeeze the line. And fuck that. That's what I was
But
wearing.
also,
gloves.
you know, I found instances where I'm using gloves, and I'm sure you've had it, they rip, and then you're like, well, I'm too deep in this job, I'm trying to get it up.
No,
So I grab another pair and just keep going.
I could care less.
Really? So,
The
yeah.
truck
I
will
always
fall
make
on its frame, and I'm grabbing a new pair of gloves.
I always because I tend to always make sure I have gloves when I'm pulling heads off because sharp edges and shit like that. Or I'm pulling a head gasket because I've seen people slice their whole fucking head.
Ooh.
or finger.
Over a head gasket?
Kenneth.
My dad.
Oh,
Yeah, like
that's
sliced
it?
it, like
Yeah.
had to
Really?
get stitches on. I've had a right there where you can't really see it, but I've had 4 stitches on my knuckle.
I was expecting your dad's name to be something like Tom
Well, he's not that
or
white.
Bob.
He's white but not white.
No, I know, I know.
I mean, he's
Tom's a white
usually,
name,
no, usually like a big guy who's white is like Like this one big white guy I work with. His name is
He's
just
smaller than me.
just Todd.
He's not that big.
I thought he was big.
No, he's smaller than me, like a head shorter than me.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah.
His name can be Kenneth then.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man. So nobody brought nothing. I am disappointed in every single one of y'all.
go ahead, Jacob.
A woman. Oh, let me do this like a newscaster. Good evening, everyone. This is Channel 5. What's Channel 5 again? NBC? Does NBC do news?
CBS.
This is Channel 4, Fox News. A woman in Laredo, Texas, she's wanted for stealing almost $1,000 worth of fajita in an HEB.
I saw that right now. Yeah.
So how did she execute that?
Yeah, so
How much?
Walked out.
$1,000.
Wagyu? Did she fucking get Wagyu flavor?
Nah, bro, no,
probably regular fajita meat.
bro, it's expensive. For
But $1,000 for one woman? There's no way.
I don't know, but she probably had her daughter's quinceañera coming up or something.
Unless she just rolled through this
Follow
whole
a
checkout.
budget.
You know?
I mean, I figured that's what she did. Well, I mean, you never been to a fucking carniceria? No, you haven't, right?
No.
I took you. I think.
there?
No, he wasn't.
To what?
To buy the meat.
Oh, yeah.
No, he hasn't. Well, basically, you just tell him, like, hey, I want 5 pounds of this, 5 pounds of that. And
I think they're
then,
like $150 with everything.
yeah, and it was just like 8 pounds.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, but.
But all you do is they'll give it to you. That's it.
So
and,
how
then,
did-
you
They
pay in the
just put a
front.
sticker
So
Yeah,
how
they put a
did-
sticker on it.
Yeah.
How did she get caught? How did they find this out?
Well, they got alarms.
Well, okay, but they don't have sensors in the fajita meat letting them know when you walk past the
Okay,
I mean, when you walk out,
How much is it? 8,000?
1,000.
Just one.
No, if it was 8,000, bro, she had to steal a freaking cow or something.
Yeah.
But 1,000? Like, how much is that? You said 150.
Okay, so-
is 8 pounds.
Okay, so usually the fajita right now is like around like $8.50. No, $8.50.
$8.50
$8.50 a pound.
$59 a pound.
Or $10. No, I want to say it's $10, dude.
We'll do $10. Okay.
yeah, taxes.
So that's like 100 pounds.
That's a lot of meat.
That is a lot of fucking meat.
That's what I'm saying. There's, let's just say it's 100 pounds. That's a lot of meat.
There's more to that story, you know.
There is.
And there may be
Well, no,
another-
this is her second time doing that.
Oh, super.
Her first, her first time. This was the big heist. This was a heist for her life. The first heist was $128 that she stole from like some little mom and pop's grocery store.
Yeah.
This was she fucking GTA plan out that shit. I guess to fucking
Apparently
steal
not.
1,000.
She-
Walked out 5 stars.
She didn't have a teammates. She did it without her team. That's why she got
all the
caught.
money.
She tried. She tried to put no cuts.
They all left.
They all left her. Oh man, that is tragic. I'm running out of shit to talk. Well, no.
I got one, bro.
What?
This is like an individual question.
Let me give it to me.
Where do you want to see yourself in the future? Like, what is your like? This is what needs to happen, and this is what I want it to be like.
I need to be 6'7".
All right, not that.
Starting off.
Start on the wrong foot.
No. Starting off defense with the Mavericks. Now, boy. I don't know, dude.
Taking over Dirk Nowitzki,
He retired.
taking over his spot.
He's retired. Someone already took up his spot.
I don't think you're understanding. So
What?
obviously he left the team, correct? So you would go in and fill that role.
Someone already filled that up.
Who?
Luka.
And he's good.
And
He's good, but
He's better than me. I can't even do a freaking layup.
that's personal.
I don't know, man. Because, I'm at a point in my life where I'm about to have my first child. I just live day by day. Should I live like that? I don't think so. But that's just me right now.
You should, but you shouldn't.
You want him to be a soccer star?
I want him to be a baseball star.
Baseball.
They make money. I want him to be the next Aaron Judge. Even better than that. I want him to be better than Aaron Judge. I want him to be so good that people say, like, you remember Aaron Judge? No clue who that is. But do you know Asiel Gonzalez? Oh, fuck yeah, I do.
Beaner over there?
How the fuck you here?
This is a white man's game. You ever seen that movie, Jackie Robinson?
Oh, that's good.
When I first saw
42?
it, I was shocked. I was like, wow.
They really said this shit?
They really said that?
They
That is not nice. But
Speaking of sports, I have another topic after you
Whoa.
though. I was going to talk about the DeMar Hamlin instance. And then if anybody doesn't know, and it was safety off off the Bills that got basically hit in I believe it was 9 minutes without a pulse, and then they finally revived him on the field. And of course, emergency ambulance took him to the nearest hospital, which happened to be Cincinnati. Now, my question is about this situation, and the NFL actually came out a couple of days ago and finally disclosed that they canceled the game. Overall, they're not rescheduling it. They're not finishing it another day. They're canceling it for the season.
No, but so what? Do they get a tie or what?
So I don't believe so. They're just not counting it as a game. They're gonna. This is our.
Wouldn't that affect their?
Right. So that was my next question. Do you think that and this is a tragic incident? Do you think that was the right move for NFL, or do you think that they should have rescheduled the game and carried it on another day?
I think they should have rescheduled. Because I mean, as bad as it sounds, as bad as the situation was, like you have to continue. No.
It's life in general.
Yeah. No, it's not for the. How do I say it? Football is not just based off of one person. It's a whole team thing. So I feel like they should be able to replay it, or if not, then just give everybody a tie or whatever.
Yeah, and like
they do have
all the respect to him and his family and everything. Like it's a terrible thing that nobody ever expects to happen. But in a really physical sport like football, it happens rarely. And I'm not saying
you gotta know you're putting your
life,
you're putting your health on the line when you go on the field.
He's not gonna be pissed off like this. Knows that everybody knows day by day they're coming out there and they're gonna get hit physically hard and they're hurting.
The doctor said whenever he woke up, that's the first thing he asked, like, who won?
You asked who won the game, and that's what I'm saying. He cares more about that than he did his own life. Yeah. So at that point, and again, I think if NFL went the other way and made the other decision, they did continue the game. You have these people that would hate on them. So I feel like no matter what they did, it was a lose-lose situation. Yeah. There's people out there saying, oh, no, I wish they would have continued. And there's people saying that, no, I'm just glad they didn't.
People were trying to cancel football after that. I don't know if you see that.
No, it's not going to work.
Yeah. They're like...
Well, my thing was, too, so...
what the hell do you want to play? Tennis?
Yeah,
nobody wants to see that shit.
What's the MLB, I've seen several situations or games where they'll postpone it.
Yeah.
And they'll start, they'll pick a date, and they'll start
that
the bottom of 6, 2 hours.
And then they'll play another game right after that, too.
Right.
They'll play double headers.
Yeah, that's usually what they do. They'll play that game on the next scheduled game.
Which is a little bit different because they have series, because they have, let's say...
Well, not only that, there's longer pauses in baseball. After someone strikes out, all right, it's basically like going all over again.
I just feel like, in NFL, you play one time a week. Yeah. There's multiple days. They don't all play on Sunday. Now they're playing Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, and Mondays.
I thought they did Wednesday also.
I don't believe so, but they may. I don't know. I didn't know they did Saturdays until this year.
Oh, yeah. I think they did that, they started doing that 2 years ago, I think. Yeah.
But I just feel like, they could have fit it in somewhere, and especially that game, the Bengals and the Bills, that was the game.
Look how close we are to the fucking,
They're on the last week now, week 18, and that game is a really, really, really
Is this week the last week?
This weekend. This up.
So this Saturday and Sunday and Mondays, that's it?
Yeah. Like today, there's teams that play today and there's tomorrow, and I think Monday and Thursday.
Who the Cowboys play?
They play the Commanders tomorrow at 3:30.
Oh, that's an easy game.
Well.
Don't.
That's what we say, but you know how the Cowboys
every time it's like
they play the terrible teams, but the team with terrible standings, and they don't do very well.
You need to throw Dak Prescott out and put me in.
No. If you want to talk about Dak Prescott, we definitely can talk about that.
They need to put somebody else in because I don't know why they took out Cooper Rush.
Well, because when you got this guy who's getting paid millions and millions of dollars, and then you bench him, you got to use that guy.
Well, yeah, and that's what
it's all a market with. That's the thing with these.
That's pretty dumb.
It's a market.
Well, in baseball, and you got to think like this, and I'm not trying to cover for anybody, but I'm just using this as an example because we all know baseball, me, you, and Caden.
You know baseball.
You know baseball, how it works? Basically,
I know how it works.
One time, football, you play it one time a week. Baseball, you play 5-6 times a week. Yeah. Every day, once a day.
Every day there's a game.
So, only time you don't play is
for 4 hours a day, that's a lot of... And they also make a fuck ton more.
Yeah.
My thing is,
Football makes more than baseball?
No, so NBA actually makes more out of anybody, and then it goes baseball.
Well, in NBA, there's not that many players on the field.
Yeah, but they have like a schedule like baseball too. They play
I thought you watch basketball.
It's 5.
It's 5 on?
5 on
in basketball?
Yeah.
It is?
But
it is 5?
Yeah. It's 5.
You play 2K.
But their season's longer too. It's just like
they're
baseball.
small forward, power forward. point guard and they shoot.
Their season's just like baseball. They play 5-6 times a week.
No, they don't.
What?
Basketball?
NBA, yeah, they play a
No, they
lot of
don't.
games.
The basketball players.
They play like twice a
They
week.
play like baseball.
No, bro, they play a lot of games.
They play like baseball.
They play series, just like
Yeah.
baseball. And then, like you said, NFL, you play one time a week. Don't get me wrong, it's more physical than any other sport, but it's just one of those things, you know.
We're saying that we're pretty sure soccer makes more money than
Well, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but if we're going to, yeah.
American. We're talking about American.
Okay, then maybe.
Wait, what?
I'm not sure.
American soccer?
Look
No,
up-
American sports. Right?
Oh.
Is that what we're saying? Like,
Yeah, but look it up. I'm not even
But
wrong.
no, I
think
seen
because
there
American
was
League
a
doesn't make that
quarterback
money.
in the NFL. I was going to be like the first billionaire.
I think in a
Who?
I seen something the other day.
Tom Brady?
No.
No?
I don't know who it was.
Hey, don't shit on Tony Romo, bro. That was my guy.
Tony Romo.
Yeah. Whoa. Watch your tone. What do you mean by that?
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo. Tony Romo.
If I was a Make-A-Wish
my
kid,
guy.
I would ask to see Tony.
You like living like that?
If I was a Make-A-Wish kid, I would ask to see Tony Romo. That's how much I love that guy.
Yeah, no, he was.
No, dude, he gave everything on that field, man. He just had a shitty receiver.
I can go out on the field and
lineman.
I can go out on that field and give everything I got.
No, you
That
can't.
don't mean I'm
No, you
fucking
can't.
good.
You suck.
It's all no. That dude.
You weigh like 101 pounds. You're gonna get the wind knocked out of you. Tony Romo.
Well, he sure as hell did. So
Well, he took a shoulder, freaking dislocated
So
his
listen
shoulder.
to this. It goes NBA, baseball, American football, golf,
What the? Oh, I forgot about golf.
ice hockey, auto racing, boxing, and then that's tennis.
soccer ain't even on the damn list.
That's
damn.
American
Now,
sport.
yeah, but if we're talking about world sports, I believe the
Who?
the World Cup did 1.1 billion more dollars than they did 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 7.1 or something like that.
Didn't
I
they
think
have-
that was because a
That's
lot
a
of
lot
like.
of money.
Well,
They had like 1.4 or 1.6 billion watching the final,
Yeah.
and the
I'll tell you who
the
wasn't,
Super
though.
Bowl. The Super Bowl. Yeah, because you suck.
I actually was on a plane on the way back from Maryland seeing
You see, he was watching it.
and I was
That's all
flipping
you had to
through.
watch.
I was flipping through the Southwest free
Stop
TV channels,
lying.
and I was trying to find the Cowboys game. I saw the World Cup. I happened to click on the World Cup, and I don't watch soccer.
You see, he chose the World Cup over the Cowboys.
And
That's how big
And I
soccer
watched the.
is.
Well, I was waiting for the
connect.
Cowboys to turn on. Well, I was waiting for the Cowboys to turn on because they started at like 3:30, and my flight was about to land at like 3, and the World Cup was on. So I clicked on the World Cup, and it happened to be, I'm assuming, like the last 6 or 7 minutes of it, because as soon as I clicked on it, they had just got the penalty kicks at the very end. So that's all I watched. The best part, I guess, of the game, because I don't watch soccer, but I happened to watch.
I can't even lie. I woke up on the second half and there was like 10 minutes left on the game. Well, it's because, dude, I work nights, so I'm just used to always like waking up like at 11, 12. In the game, I think the final started like at 9.
That was pissing me off that they all started
Yeah.
fucking that. But
Well, I mean, it's because we
I
they're
understand. But it is what it is. Well, you guys know that the Dallas Cowboys is the biggest franchise in the world?
Yeah, it
It
is.
knows
Yeah, I believe so.
Like over everything,
Isn't it them and then Barcelona?
probably.
Something like
But
that?
like Cowboys is the biggest, which is crazy.
Yeah, their freaking stadium is freaking humongous.
But honestly,
and we still suck like that.
I don't know how much I fuck with football. To be
Why?
honest, like I think, well, you know, like rugby. You can say rugby is like as physical. You know what I mean?
Are you forgetting what state you live in? This is the football
You know,
state.
I would go to like a high school football game. Those are pretty cool. But
No, our high school football sucked.
ours is-
Nah, man.
I went to.
We had one of the biggest. It's on YouTube. It was North Forney versus Forney, and like it was
biggest rivalry.
Yeah, it was huge.
I say that, but there's probably schools that had all that are bigger. But
No,
I thought
I
it
mean
was pretty.
Texas has one of the Texas high school
Yeah.
football is.
Yeah, for sure.
Stadiums are stadiums.
Well, no, because California has the top team of
I
America.
don't give a fuck about California.
No, I'm just saying facts. I'm just saying facts.
You want to go to California? Just say that.
Fuck no. I
mean, sound like you wanna go to
You're talking about it.
I can barely afford to live here in Texas. You want me to go to California?
No,
They
okay,
might pay y'all guys more out there. Man.
but like rugby.
but a freaking gallon of milk costs $10.
Yeah, the gas cost there what 7? It was probably
Yeah,
like
over
$5-6
there.
right now. 5-6 bucks.
I remember when the old company I used to work for when I was in Boston. On purpose, I would put like the most expensive gas just for shits and giggles to see how high it would go up. Dude,
Damn, $140.
no, it was $220. Yeah, I wasn't paying for it, so I was like, I don't care.
And you get a call like, hey, what the fuck?
Surprisingly, I didn't get a call. I didn't get called for it. But, yeah. It was like, I think the premium was like $5.96. Something like that in Boston. Yeah. Dude,
I
everybody...
remember when gas like $1.20.
Oh, my God. I remember that.
I wouldn't even
It was like $1.75.
When I started driving, it's like
$30 would fill my shit right up.
Yeah.
Premium.
now it's like $70, $80. It got to where it was like $100 bill to fill my truck.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, ever since gas prices went up, I swear, like my tank goes down faster. Even though I have a full tank,
They're adding water to the fuel.
Well, I believe they
Yeah,
do shit to winter fuel.
What?
They add additives into the winter when it's winter time. They add.
Yeah, but I don't think they need to add it for...
They do something in it.
I know they don't do it to diesel down here because when we had that freeze like a couple weeks ago, there was people with gelling, their diesel was gelling. So
I kept
know they
getting...
don't do it for that.
I remember
shit.
I was still working at the dealership at the time, and I had like 3-4 trucks, like the very, I guess, days where everything cleared out with codes of like gelled up fucking filters and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of them work on these.
Yeah. Well, it's because you're not. They don't add it for you. You're supposed to add it yourself.
Yeah, I know. They,
Well, usually
Texas,
usually Texas doesn't have those issues, but
Yeah.
half the diesel
I mean,
out
lately
there.
we
no,
have.
realistically, we
adding
do
it.
have those issues. It's just like we don't take action toward it. We've
It's
had
the
it for the past
global
10 years.
warming.
Well, half the diesels out there now are
warming.
hotshot trucks as far as like Dodges or
Ew,
see.
the freaking Dodge, dude, they disappoint me. They made it eco diesel.
So, well, yeah, but I don't think those are
They got
used
it.
for
did it too? I'm
Yeah.
disappointed in
they're-
everybody.
But they're not used
They're
for
no
like
diesel,
what I
baby
say.
Duramax.
All they are is a smaller engine.
It's just for a guy just to say that he
But
has.
to be
So
honest
instead of the
with you,
6.6, we have a 3.0.
It's just for a guy.
So do we.
It's just for a guy to say like, "Oh yeah, I have a diesel."
That's
Basically,
all.
And no way. And the thing is, they come in our 1500.
Silverado.
Yeah, three-
Ours.
Half tons.
Bro, I remember when I had my Denali and everything was going up. I was crying, dude. $180 to fill her up,
Yeah, I'd cry too.
and I was cruising, bro. I was on the dot looking at my gate at that. I had it on the setting where to see how much I'm getting per hour or mile
Per gallon.
Yeah, mile per gallon. I was just steady looking, making sure I wasn't going too fast. I would be on the
Keeping that
perfect
2
spot.
grand
Yeah.
below, you know.
Tragic. And we're at 43 minutes already. Damn.
But what's your personal opinion on the EPA laws that they're doing?
Huh?
What's that?
EPA, you know what I'm talking about, right?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Let me look it up. So,
Doesn't even know.
You don't even know what it means.
so I give a more detailed description on it.
EPA, what the hell is that?
Hold on. I may be saying it
The East Plateau Association?
wrong. No, bro.
East Plano Association?
Y'all know what EPA
East
is?
Palestine Association? East
So
Pakistan
EPA
Association?
is like for exhaust, like emissions.
Oh.
So in California, they're doing it where like
Hey, you stole mine.
mines.
You stole my note. That was my note.
So they're pretty much.
You
I
just
guess
don't
they're-
care. You just don't care, right?
No. So they're making this big law where like not only like just EPA laws like for exhaust and all that shit,
Mhm.
like no modifications at all.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you seen that video?
Like there was a
That's so-
guy who got
yeah.
pulled over and he was in track mode and apparently the exhaust made a popping noise. When he got like told that he needed to go to
State reference,
state
something.
rep and have them verify that it was stock.
Okay.
And if it was stock, that you would have to go to the dealership and pay $7,000 to get it removed.
Damn. Everybody's just having a fucking laugh.
What happened?
He sat on his
Oh
butt.
shit! I think you broke your chair. No, I'm playing. Michael came back. Michael. I was about to say Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson came back.
Oh man.
But yeah, I saw that video. But I mean, last time we talked about the lawnmowers. Or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, they don't. You can't have a weed
They
eater,
want you to have electric.
lawnmower, electric, everything.
Yeah, Yeah, I heard something about that a couple months ago from a guy I work with,
Yeah.
saying that they're banning this stuff out there.
Well, now they banned it. To any diesel, big rig or bus from 2010 and down is banned from entering California.
It's terrible.
So basically, like all those guys that get shipments and stuff, dude, a freaking like a base model tractor, like a sleeper,
expensive.
they're like 150 grand. That's a house.
I understand the reason why.
No,
But like,
what do you
at the
mean?
same time, like
Here's my thing.
I do.
If you know that that's where everything is coming from, you know it's going to be a shitty place to live in. So then why the hell would you still stay there? If you go to the coastline of Texas, nobody's living there.
No.
Because that's where everything arrives. That's where all the smog is. That's where all the boats are. Nobody's going to live there.
Well, like, so we have catalytic converters on a vehicle, on a gasoline car.
I cut mine's off.
Mine is going to.
I don't think anybody.
So to reduce emissions,
Yeah.
And so what was the point of that? Did that not work?
Well,
Because
now over time,
now
they'll get fucking clogged up, and then you got to pay $800.
But catalytic converters are supposed to never really go bad unless you have a failure of, you have a misfire or something,
I thought
Catalytic converters do not go bad unless it's something mechanically wrong with the engine. Unless it's under like an actual manufacturer
Or it's,
failure.
burned up from a lean
Yeah.
condition or something like that. Misfires.
Well,
That's the
yeah,
only
I guess
reason
so.
why catalytic converters.
And it's
You have like DPFs on a diesel. And
Well, you remember? It was not that long ago that they raided a house and they found like millions worth of catalytic converters here in Dallas.
it's like, fuck drugs, just cats.
Just cats.
that's what it's
Just
getting to.
chilling.
Man, I remember I worked out at a dealership and they wrote it up on the ticket.
Yeah.
It sounded real loud. And it was like a 5500
Oh,
gas,
damn.
little 6.6 gas motor, And I got out there and started up straight open header. Like, it just robbed the catalytic converters off it, straight off our lot.
I remember I went to a muffler shop and this bus just came in. And he was all like, hey, he's like, my bus doesn't sound good. He's like, oh, well, can you bring it? And he pulled around. I hear him coming. And I'm like, I'm looking for a drop truck. I'm looking for a C10 with a big ass engine. It's a freaking bus without the freaking catalytic converters. I'm like, oh man, they did that man dirty, bro. It was a party bus too. So he's like, you know how long this is gonna take? I gotta go pick up a party right now in a few. Poor guy.
What ended up happening? You had to put a catalytic converter in it?
Well, I don't know. I didn't work there.
You worked on it?
He was just there.
I was just there.
Changing oil.
Yeah, I was just changing oil, you fuck.
So, I have a question. I just kind of thought over a little topic. So, and I've kind of encountered this a bunch of times, like every time I'm out of town, out of state. But, like, what do you think that people that's never been to Texas, what do you think is the biggest, what's the word, like, stereotype, like, for Texas?
Oh, we're country.
I think people really
I'm
think,
country,
like, legitimately.
Look,
I was
you're
on a
not.
plane
You're not
all the way back.
country.
We were on a plane.
You're not country. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you living.
Caden and I were on a plane back from Maryland last year, sometime, like probably 8-9 months ago. And there's this group of girls, like 3 of them, they're on a business trip. They'd never been to Texas before, and they were flipping out, like, oh, how is it? Like, and they were like, hey, like, I asked them,
Turning around.
I was like, do you guys live there? And they were like, no, we're from here. And they were like, oh, well, we would ask you where you're from, but we could tell. I guess they could hear my accent. But I don't think I have one to me.
Do we have accents?
I can hear your accent.
So, yeah.
I can hear your accent.
But everybody out of state, like, just observes and, like, realizes like that. They know. So I asked them, I was like, so...
I can hear yours, but it's not like crazy. But I can imagine.
Can you hear his?
Yeah, like, if you put yourself in someone else's...
I can't. No,
You're not country, buddy. Sorry.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Texican.
But,
You're Texican.
but I asked them, I was like, so, like, what do you guys think it is? Because none of them been to Texas, and they're going to Houston. I was like, what do you guys think it is down here? Well, we've done some research and this and that. And
Research.
and I was like, well, do you guys think it's like really like horses and just cowboys wearing fucking tumbleweeds going down the dirt roads? And like,
We heard about a
we've
DJ.
We've
DJ.
seen like some stuff, and we've looked up pictures of Dallas and Houston, and it looks nice, but like everywhere else looks like it's a desert. I'm like, it's not like that at all. Like,
It's not.
they're like, what? So we can go to the clubs and stuff? I was like, yeah, there's probably more clubs here than where you're from. Like,
Yeah, hell yeah, there is. Fuck.
yeah, it was funny, and that was just one of the encounters. But yeah, it's just.
You should have told me you ever heard of DJ Screw.
Oh man, there's people in Texas that don't even know.
Oh God.
I mean, I think the only like stereotypical place is Fort Worth. Like that's
Like a stock yard.
Hell no, dude. Fort Worth's ghetto.
It can be.
They have stockyards, and that's like
Okay, stockyard's the only thing stereotypical. It's just that street.
And I think the
South
biggest,
North is
I think
ghetto.
what makes that such a big stereotype is you see the stockyards in a lot of movies, and of course they play it as just
do?
like the most. Yeah.
What movie? Name one.
Well, so there's a lady off of. I put me on the spot. So I can't name a movie, but I'll give you an example. There's this lady off of Yellowstone. That, and they always talk about so they always talk about going to the
I've never seen
stockyards.
that show.
But in the whole show is just based off of them on a ranch.
Yeah.
Like, and that's all you would think is the stockyards. So when they get they kind of plan it out and make it, but it's not like anything like that at all.
I used to hate country music, like as a kid.
So you like it now?
I like it now. I love it. I love it. No, but here's why. Because I was far from Texas, and one day I was all like, the only song I knew was "All My Exes Live in Texas" by George Strait. So I was all like, man, I'm gonna listen to it.
That
And
sounds
then-
like you're gonna fucking just.
So, and I was in Boston, dude. I was in
Straight
Boston.
never heard that
Huh?
shit.
George Strait.
George Strait, baby. You never heard that? What?
No, I'm saying if you just never heard of anything and you weren't in Texas,
country.
dude, you probably get real confused. You're like, oh man, this is the most hickest place I've ever been.
Yeah.
But of course,
But then I stumbled across Charlie Crockett. Charlie Crockett saved my life, man. I am a. Anyways, that was Summer Power Podcast today. Thank you for watching and listening. How do you not know who that is?
He doesn't listen to that.
No, I
listen to
don't
country?
listen to much country. I don't know.
He doesn't listen.
I don't know Charlie Crockett.
Yeah,
I listen to like
I-
like hip country,
I forget you. Hip country. What the hell is hip country?
like popular country, like pop country. You know what I mean? Like Morgan Wallen.
Like,
Is Morgan Wallace pop?
He's like hip.
I guess it probably
Country
considered
to
that
me is
now.
like
Like
80s,
popular,
90s, early 2000s.
mainstream.
That's country.
Yeah.
What people think's on the radio now is more of like your pop country.
They call it just modern country now. They just want to change that. Put a word in front of it.
Like you hear
I
fucking,
hate that.
you hear
Like-
hi-hats,
like-
you hear snares and that shit.
Like Florida, what's his name?
Florida Georgia Line.
Florida Georgia.
That's probably the start of.
He says, "Hi, we roll."
Yeah,
Fuck that. I hate that shit so much with a passion, dude. I can't stand that song.
That should be the intro song.
No. Hey, Charlie Crockett, bro, watching this movie? Fucking sponsor us.
everyone
He's
knows.
not. He's not.
Yes, he's gonna watch this one day.
He's
One
the
day.
only guy watching. Like, damn.
Yeah. These guys, they're going somewhere. But yeah, that man's crazy. That man's crazy. Wow. That man's story of how he got famous is crazy. Like, he didn't get famous until he was like 30, 32, 34. And he's old.
Is that the Tennessee Whiskey thing?
That's Chris Staples.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I remember.
Who's Charlie Crockett? Like, what's his main song?
Well, he has a lot. Well, he has My Name is Frank. No. Is it called My Name?
I mean,
No. God damn. I'm sorry I'm disappointing you right now, Charlie.
For sure he's not listening.
Yeah, he's not listening anymore. He shut it off.
he went to bed.
He threw his phone across the fucking room.
I said his alarm to put it on charge.
No,
Honest Fight.
Honest Fight.
Jamestown Ferry. like the first
Jamestown
song
Fair.
on
Yeah,
it.
that one. That was a big one. Jamestown Fair. She just called.
Just so you know,
Jamestown Fair.
I can help.
It's not
Welcome to Hard
a
Times.
day, January. Like she said.
maybe. I don't
No.
No,
Maybe we have more enthusiasm to it.
There's nothing happy
You
about
got the
a chick
microphone. Go ahead
leaving
and
you.
bust it out.
No.
Oh.
There's nothing happy about a chick leaving you, Caden.
We could.
The song is
we
sad.
could play. We could play 15.
Okay,
Do the
15 seconds. Okay.
What's it called?
Jamestown Ferry.
But you gotta play it. I
Yeah.
can't sing to it. You know?
I gotta sing to it? I got you.
No. We can play, you can play 15 seconds.
I'm grabbing a drink. Not this.
Why not?
Apple juice too strong.
Yeah, it was too strong.
Time it. Hold on.
This song.
Not a day, James.
It sounds cool. It sounds funky. I like it.
Yeah,
Funky.
that's good song.
I like it.
Funky.
That was fun.
You for real gonna get apple juice?
Yeah.
You disappoint me.
No, I thought you had apple juice.
No.
Well, you got to get more.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Reasonable.
Well, what's another topic you got?
You ever heard DJ Screw?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just making sure we're on the same
I
page.
probably listen to Screw every day.
I know.
That's like
Yeah.
It's you have to every day.
like on my way to work because it's pretty calm drive.
Yeah.
That's why I got to listen to. Bro.
I gotta get hyped before I go into work.
Yeah.
The only time I really
That's
play
like in my life.
is when I'm on Jefferson on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
I miss those days.
Yeah,
Magical Street.
that's how I play that.
They still doing that?
Yeah,
Hell
They
yeah.
shut it down for a little
Every
bit,
Sunday.
and I think they do it.
Every Sunday, dog.
We need to
He
go.
lives over there by Jefferson.
Oh, you're
Other birthday.
going
Yeah. Living
We
Oakland.
need to go, man.
We need to go. None of our pieces of shit are running, but except for Cameron's.
I think next week I'm
I don't want to go, man. I miss those drives at night.
Halloween was really cool. They had the trick or treat.
They closed down the street, didn't they?
They closed the whole down the street
Yeah.
the whole day. They had like a huge
Probably do
luchador.
that.
They had a whole luchador thing. And it was
Well, it's because the Lowrider Association, their big thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and they still are. It's not going to be like the truck scene.
They're not
That's
like
all
those
destroyed now,
Taquachis.
Yeah, that's going to be
They were-
forever.
That's what ruined it. I mean, you got people like doing burnouts down the strips. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Was
Like,
because
man,
there
it's
was
like family.
was
It's
because was because there was never really a I guess
kids
truck association and the lowrider community. They're really
family.
They're
Yeah.
serious about that shit too.
Generations. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing
There's no
really.
demon in joining another crew. It's all fucking like.
Like, you're in it from a kid. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really like hey, you want to join kind of thing. Like it's like you're invited to that thing.
You're in it.
Yeah, if you're in it for
Only if
life.
you have a V6.
Only if you have a V6 car.
No camera, no camera.
Only V8 primo. I've seen
Bueno Sebastian.
I've seen some horrendous clubs, man.
I've seen some. I'm not even gonna say names, but
Yeah, we're
I've
not.
seen.
There are some crews that all they care about is numbers, and holy crap, numbers they do care. Cause fuck.
They're rolling like 40 deep with cars that I just picked off the junkyard.
I've seen a freaking Dodge Avenger at a truck show before.
Oh my god!
You remember that?
I'll tell you one thing that bothers me.
You remember the orange Scion? And it had like an orange trailer.
Nah, bro.
Oh, please tell me you remember the orange Scion.
No.
It's a square car. It was orange.
No, but I do remember. I do remember there was I can't remember what car it was. But it was hell, they didn't give a fuck if it was Halloween or fucking Christmas, summer. They had the fucking whole thing decked out in a Chucky.
I remember that.
Oh my god!
Convoy Showdown, and
I
they
seen
had
that
the
motherfucker
system.
in every fucking car. Yeah, they had a Chucky doll sitting there, and the motherfucker was dressed up as Chucky around that bitch around. All white, had blood splatter, I think.
I remember what you're talking about.
I
I remember what car you're talking about.
That's the one I remember. No, I don't remember.
That, mind you, that was a trunk show, dude.
Yeah, this motherfucker was.
Like, who invited this guy?
Yeah. And I remember, and to make themselves included, instead of putting like, if it was just cars, they would call it whatever performance. It was a bunch of like V6 Dodges and shit. That was really fucking terrible.
Yeah, cold air intake.
Cold air intakes. Talking about trust the process. Listen here, Juanito. We've been trusting the process for 3 years, buddy. When are you moving it? It was terrible. Oh man, I think we're running out of stuff to talk about.
We went through all the topics. Most topics.
I did.
Big topics. Best topics.
I did. I sure did, David.
Well, we reached about an hour.
I
It was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I mean, for our first one to upload, I mean, you can't really expect the best out of the best to come out of us.
I think we forgot the camera was even there.
Yeah, we did.
I forgot halfway through.
I think that's something.
It stopped recording a couple times, but that's fine. That's all right. But yeah, pretty good for the first one.
All right, guys. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us, and thank y'all for, I don't know, just fucking watching. Have a blessed day.